Sure, I'm gonna help her out. Sure, I support the news.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Is one of the foundations of a free society.
Thank you, Preston.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir. No, no. You look like Diamond City material.
I do.
Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
You two arguing?
What are you two arguing about, anyway?
What do you think? Print lies and everybody's happy, but if you print the truth...
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
I'll be upfront. A missing person.
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
My son.
My son, Sean. He's less than a year old.
Wait, your son's missing?
Yeah.
Oh, you hear that, McDonough? What's Diamond City Security doing to help this man, huh? This isn't the first missing persons report to come through here, and now we have an infant who's been
I
taken?
like
Don't
you,
listen to
girl.
her.
I
Well,
like you.
I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here.
Oh my
Diamond
gosh.
City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
I have a feeling that Piper is gonna be like Gabe's new BFF. I mean, next to Preston. Preston and Gabe are total bros, but Piper, oh gosh, she's gonna be fun. I can tell.
Well, sure. And a mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well, there is one private citizen.
Nick
Valentine,
Oh.
a detective of sorts,
Ooh.
who specializes in tracking people down, usually for debts or whatnot.
Oh.
Now, I have to get going. I'm sorry, Diamond City Security doesn't have time to help, but I'm sure Mr. Valentine charges a reasonable fee.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. Diamond City Security can't spare one officer to help? I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security never investigates any
I've had
crimes?
enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Little
yeah, keep
sister.
talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. I'm impressed. Not everyone can claw information out of McDonough's tight-fisted hands. Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine? I think I just found my next story.
Okay. Story of the century. Go to Piper's office. What do you think of all this, Preston?
Heads up.
I'm listening. I'm at your service, General.
Just curious what you're thinking.
Back before General Becker died, the Minutemen were a force to be reckoned with.
All right. So we
Nothing
gotta
else for
find
now.
Mr.
All right.
Valentine. All right. Since I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna impress myself around the city, I'm gonna have to look the part. So, black rimmed glasses. I'm gonna, actually, no. Sunglasses is fine. Sunglasses at night is the only way. Get rid of this goofy hat. Put on our clean tan suit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if I want to, see, I like, as much as I love the hat, part of me feels like I don't want to necessarily hide his the hair. See, his hair is just the most awesome part. Oh, it's already daytime. You know what? I'll keep the hat for right now. Danny Sullivan.
You're Sullivan, right?
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
Well, I wasn't lying.
I wasn't lying. I got a whole supply train coming in tomorrow.
Is that right?
Smooth.
No bull? Well, if that's the case, let me put a down payment on some parts for the gate. Here you go. Anyway, welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
Okay.
Danny,
So,
I didn't mean for that to happen.
you're that
I feel
traitor
bad.
Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to lie, officer. It all just happened so fast.
You're not the first guy Piper pulled into a heap of trouble he wasn't ready for. Thanks for being honest.
You're welcome.
If it were up to me, we would have just let the both of you in. But the mayor's calling the shots, and... well, you saw how mad he is. Anyway, welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
Well, thank you. Alright. This is a place that I actually, you know, a citizen place, so I better, you know, making sure I don't steal anything.
Officer?
Head on inside.
Alright. So I guess we're gonna see Diamond City. It's a good thing we got here in time for the sun to rise up, so we can see it properly in daylight.
Always been against the Minutemen. I never quite understood why.
Mayor McDonough's been against the Minutemen? Huh, I wonder what that is. Oh. Trinity Tower radio signal lost.
Well, the presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going to go soon if we don't replace it.
You've been saying that for weeks and the old girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong? Piper?
Piper?
I gotta check a few things first. We'll talk later.
Nat?
Free paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
The Institute?
The Institute?
You ain't heard of the Institute, mister? They snatch people up in the night and no one hears from them again. It's all in the paper. Better read up before they grab you, too.
So you better hide your wife, hide your kids, and hide your husbands, because they're raping everybody around here, right? Who's missing, by the way?
Who's gone missing?
Drifters, residents, stadium seat snobs. Seems every year or so, someone's gone, and we all know why. So you better be careful, newcomer. The Institute is out there, and they'll grab you too. Like I said, it's all in the paper.
The Institute? Really? I believe you, little girl.
I believe you.
Thanks.
You're a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, mister.
The synthetic truth added.
Hey, Nat.
Ain't got nothing better to do?
Alright, sensor module. Yeah, I don't wanna. Public occurrences. Oh, is this Valentine's office? Might as well. Oh, Piper.
Bye. You holding up, Blue?
Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing a blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look. Dead giveaways.
Hey,
So here's
I'm
the
wearing a
deal.
suit.
I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch
Oh,
your back while you get used to the world above ground.
okay. That would be really cool. So I'll do a sarcastic.
Here's your headline. Local man says no.
Gonna be like that, huh? Smart ass. Fine. We'll do this later, but I want that interview, got
I'm
me?
just joking. I'm just joking.
Hey,
Come
I-
on, take a girl.
Ready for that interview now, Blue?
I'm just joking. I was just playing with you, girl.
What kind of interview is this gonna be?
I ask you who you are, get your opinion on life out there, and maybe load up a few tough questions and keep it interesting. What do you say?
Sure, let's do it. I'm dressed for the part anyway. I'm ready for my interview.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business.
How about
So,
how
I know you're
about
from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
we were froze? I was frozen today. Brownie points if you know where that reference is from. There's no reason for me to hide it. Vault-Tec was nasty to us.
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Man, how's that for a story? How is that for the story? Jeez, I'm a goldmine for you, Piper. This is why you and I are going to be best buddies.
Yes.
I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The man out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Fun destroying things. How do you think? It gives me hope.
Honestly, seeing everyone surviving out here, rebuilding the world, it gives me hope.
That's surprisingly inspired, Blue.
Preston liked
We're
that.
definitely quoting that. Now, I already know you're looking for your son, Sean. Do you suspect the Institute was involved in his kidnapping?
That's a good question. The Institute?
The Institute? Who were they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over.
Their guns are awesome.
Synthetic people. Sent from their
Oh.
hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A
Huh.
little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking.
My favorite character in Fallout 3 was a synth. You might know who the character is, especially considering his name. And he was pretty darn handsome too, but you probably know who I'm talking about.
They make synthetic people?
That's right. There are two major kinds you have to watch out for. The first is an obvious fake. Skin looks like plastic, skeleton might even be showing. You see groups of them scouring the Commonwealth, killing people and scavenging what's left. I reported on University Point a while back. Whole town got cleaned out. The second type of synth is the real deal. With skin, blood, warm smiles, and guilty glances, just like a good old-fashioned human.
Right.
So, do you think they could be involved? The Institute, or one of their agents?
I really don't know.
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
That's a really good question.
Wait, people just ignore kidnappings out here?
Yeah, Blue, you haven't noticed? You grow up in the Commonwealth and eventually someone is gonna get taken. Maybe not someone you know, but someone. And people just say, well, could have been worse. Could have been killed by raider attacks, or super mutants, or feral ghouls. They just give up. So I want my readers to hear what keeps you going. Maybe they'll find a little inspiration. Now, what would you like to say?
In all seriousness, Gabe he's named after an angel, and the man has hope. As sappy and as, paragon as it might seem, I think he can't lose hope. He can't. I mean, he's survived this long, right? So
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again. Or at least, that you'll know the truth.
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything.
Preston like that.
It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your
Oh,
back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where this story goes next.
cool. We got a new BFF.
Heads
Hey,
up.
Preston.
Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Can I help with something?
What do you think of this
Your
girl?
thoughts?
Never a dull moment.
He watched the whole
What's on
thing.
your mind?
You've done a lot of good for the people of the Commonwealth.
How do you feel about our relationship?
You know how to handle yourself. I'll give you that.
All right.
That was it.
All right.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Piper, you do smoke,
Hey,
Piper.
Piper.
That's not a very
my
healthy, habit, but
You sure you want to travel with me?
Well, it's that, or get back to writing the paper. I guess the paper can wait.
Sure. Let's go.
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Piper, you listen to him now. He'll keep you out of trouble.
Out of trouble.
Aww.
Where's the fun in that?
I really love that. I really love that when you switch partners, the companion that you're currently with says something to them, and it's really cool watching them interact with each other, like talking to each other. That's awesome. It just makes it a lot more believable. I love this. This is so cool. I'm absolutely loving it. Yeah, I'm sending gravy. I know it's Preston Garvey, but I like, as the foodie in me loves calling him Preston Gravy. Because he's as smooth and tasty as gravy. Tasty and smooth as gravy. Preston Gravy. Oh, that's a drink. Go back to Sanctuary. Preston. All right. So Piper.
alive.
Just let me know.
Piper,
Something you need?
What are your thoughts?
your thoughts?
Right behind you.
That's your thoughts?
Your thoughts?
Doing the right thing rarely makes you popular. But I don't think I could live with myself otherwise.
I just wanted to check in, make sure things were all right between us.
Look, you don't need to worry. We're fine, I guess. I want to do right by folks out here. I guess I need to know you do too.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay?
Cool. Since she's from here, I figured it makes sense from a story standpoint, because since she lives in Diamond City, she should be the one that we should, take with us, because she knows her way around here. So the Pip-Boy is yelling at us to level up, so we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna be a local leader, because I've been waiting for this for a while. Confirm. 23, 21, inspirational, animal friend, attack dog, inspirational. I need level 19. Okay. I kind of want to do level 18, level 21, awareness. Okay, I kind of want to do, want to make sure I can start hacking robots. Machines will always serve humans. If you say anything that, hack a robot and gain a chance to power it on, off, or initiate self-destruct. Confirm a selection. Which is good, since I seem to keep turning on robots that try to kill me. So I'm wondering if that, I don't know if that includes synths. It probably doesn't, but...
Look alive.
What you got for me?
Trade.
Take a look.
Press cap, road leathers. I probably should give you a weapon of some sort, Piper. What should I give you? Short devil, chest piece, shock baton, Molotov cocktail, flare gun, not a flare gun. We have a bunch of dresses I could also give Piper. I wonder if she'll wear that. Adjustable wrench. Sort by damage, yeah. Chest piece, shotgun. Ported heavy pipe action pistol. Compensated powerful 10mm pistol. This thing takes 10mm. So probably need to give her ammo, I think. 10mm rounds. Yeah, for right now. Press cap. Just in case. Oh, printing press. Oh, so this is where you sleep. Oh, we can purify this dirty water for you, dear.
Well, there's a classic.
Tablespoons, sunglasses, Nuka-Cola, dog food. That's something. I have permission. She's in my party, so I have permission. Light bulb. Piper's Terminal. Military. Stimpack. Stimpack. Purified water. Missile, 10mm round. Diamond City. Sleep. Postman uniform. Hey, Mr. Postman. Article, The Synthetic Truth. Oh, we've got her articles. Noodles. We all eat them. We all love them. And Diamond City's power noodles have supplied this sustenance for the past 15 years. From the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's... Oh, Takahashi! Oh, Dark Elf Emzy, if you're watching this. Man, props to you. Takahashi's programmed Japanese, to the fragrant steam that wafts from each bowl, to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful. Oh gosh, now I'm getting hungry. The ordering and eating of noodles is but one of many shared human experiences. Or is it? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter of Power Noodles last Wednesday night. I want to go to Power Noodles, just after 5 p.m., enjoying a dinner I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own Mayor McDonough sidle up to a stool and engage in the very same ritual. Right hand extending, mouth opening, teeth chewing, yes, eating noodles. The shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So it must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 60 years ago, on an uncharacteristically warm May evening in 2022-29, as they sat around this very same counter. But what was before the days of Takahashi and his noodles, when the bar served not noodles but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey? The barman's name was Henry, and that night he facilitated the shared human experience of drinking, smoking, talking, and laughing. That is, until tragedy struck. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's ghouls residents certainly could have had they not been forcibly removed, thanks to Mayor McDonough's anti-ghoul decree of 2282. But there is one person among us who does remember, distinctively, the events of that evening. Respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, who recounted her story in a Public Occurrences exclusive interview. Oh, I was there all right. Sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now. 22-year-olds or so, and just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall. We all were. So what was the harm? And let me tell you, that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into town earlier that day, said he was from out west somewhere. It didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile, and his laugh, and the way he'd make everyone feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth, and Mr. Carter, he was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful, until it wasn't. Eustace continued her account of what that evening and the moment when things turned sinister and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on, must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess, like the rest of us. Then something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face all in an instant. And then his cheeks started twitching, kind of funny. And I remember watching him, clear as if it had happened just yesterday. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, and then blam! He shot Henry, the barman, right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casually as if he were paying him for a drink. But his cheek never did stop twitching. Let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. What Eustace is describing is, of course, the infamous event known as the Broken Mask, when the people of the Commonwealth learned for the first time that the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, had actually succeeded in creating a model of androids so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute had somehow evolved their androids into true synthetic humanoids. Since. After he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running, they opened fire, and Mr. Carter, he kept shooting and throwing people around left and right. Finally, those guards put him down. Seems like they had killed a man who had flipped his lid. Gone crazy. And he lay there like a dead crazy man, sure enough. God, it was horrible. But then, we saw the plastic and the metal. This was one of them early synths, you see. And we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was then we all knew. The Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was everywhere now. Among us. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. That's really scary, by the way, this whole thing. This whole story is very well written. Some suggested he had somehow been remotely controlled by the Institute, who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. Still others felt he had simply malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anyone. But at that time, the why hardly seemed important. What mattered was that the humans of the Commonwealth had been truly infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were, and still are, a complete mystery. I don't know what to think about the Institute, honestly, guys. Which brings us to noodles. Specifically, the noodles consumed by Mayor McDonough last Wednesday night in the same spot that Mr. Carter, the synth, went haywire. And mercilessly killed several people after spending
that makes sense, right?
Travis, I'm trying to read this story. After spending hours sharing an experience the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race, they were wrong. Are we? Hold on. I love you to death, Travis. I know you have a big fan following, but I want to make sure that I can read. Reader complaints file. Reader complaint. Honor the wall. Public occurrences complaints log. Date February 15th. In your most recent edition, your paper failed to acknowledge in any way the contribution of the mighty wall in the defense of our town against last month's super mutant attacks. I find this extremely offensive and will not be purchasing another copy until disrespect is publicly corrected. Published response. We honor the efforts of all those involved in the defense of our great city, from our valiant guards to the mighty wall. Personal response. Dear whack job, 2 members of Diamond City Security died defending this town. Where was your hunk of plywood for them? Reader complaint. Happy story? Public occurrences complaint log. Date April 14th. I find choice of topic sad. How about happy story? Maybe something about nice bar? Published response. Thank you for your feedback. Our stories are selected for relevance and importance to the Diamond City populace. Personal response. Vadim, no story about your bar is going to end happily. For shame. Date October 1st. Your paper is just trying to drum up fears about synths to increase sales. You should be ashamed of yourself. Published response. Thank you for your concern. Our paper makes significant efforts to ensure all our stories are accurate and free from editorializing. Personal response. Thank you for your concern. I hope you get snatched. Thank you, Piper. Public Perspectives Archive. Per Amores. Dear public, I am torn between 2 loves. On one hand, I have my profession. Every moment I spend with the young up-and-comers for whom my work brings such joy. On the other hand, I have my co-worker. Wise, patient, debonair. Many suggest that I'm not lively enough for him, but I can picture life with no other. I long to confess my feelings for him, but my life is my work. Trying to add a relationship, it would simply shortchange everyone. I must choose, public, but who? Per Amores. Dear Per, love is rare. 2, doubly so. Make it work. Per. You work in the same building, for shucks sakes. Teen troubles. Dear public, me and my little girl have been on our own for a long time now. She's the most important thing in my life, but lately it seems like she's not as interested in hanging out with her papa. I understand she's got to grow up someday, but I'm not ready to let her go. What do I do to make sure I won't lose my little girl? Excuse me. Teen troubles. Dear Troubles, your girl's becoming her own person. Let her make decisions, screw up, maybe throw some extra caps her way so she can take her friends out for noodles more often. Then, when she's ready, she'll come to you. Desperate in Diamond City. Dear public, I've been living in Diamond City for years now, but have never been able to land a girlfriend. I wear nice clothes and give them free drinks, but they just seem to think I'm some sort of creep. My boss says I've got a face only a mother could love, and I think he's right. I feel like I'm out of options. Public. Should I take the plunge and change my face? Desperate in Diamond City. Dear Pespit, ever tried talking to these girls? You should give it a go. No more trying to buy your way to affection. You need to earn it.